everybody. This is Hutan Lavise from PFKB Grappling. Hope you all are doing great. I'm here today with my friend Gautier, and together we're going to demonstrate the technique. I'm going to show you a submission from top pin, mounted armbar. Okay. I believe, gi or no gi, getting an armbar on good opponents, on good training partners from mount is one of the hardest things to do. Like, there are not so many great athletes, so many great jiu-jitsu fighters who are able to get a proper and clean and smooth armbar from mounted position on high level like competition, world level competition black belts. Okay, one of the guys, two guys that I believe that they have really good arm bars from mount position. For gi, if I were to say, is Marcus Buchecha, and for no gi is Gordon Ryder. Okay, they have very good and controlled arm bars from mount, and I believe that their way of getting the arm bar from mount is the best way, because it's gonna, if you do it this way, you're gonna kill all of your opponent's options to escape. Okay, so now I'm going to demonstrate this. For sure, it's not going to be as good as Gordon Ryan or Marcus Buchecha. I hope it's one day I can be as good as them. But yeah, so I'm gonna show you guys now. The first thing I'm going to control is to control his head. I'm going to control his head. Why I'm going to control his head? If I have the gi, I can control his head by grabbing my own gi, okay, by my own lapel or whatever you call it, okay. But in no gi, I'm just going to grab his head, and I'm going to try to keep his head away from the mat. Because if he's able to put his head back on the mat, now we can bridge, and he can move me. Now, if I have his head controlled, he still can bridge, but it's not going to be as half as effective. Bridge? Can't, just bridge. See? It's not going to be effective. Now, bridge. See, he's going to move me. So I don't want him to move me. I'm going to get this, okay? This is the first thing. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring either one of his elbows. I'm going to concentrate on only one elbow at a time, okay? So I'm going to bring his elbow towards his head. If he's catching my back like this, this is a wrong reaction, because I'm open to omoplatas, to gogoplatas, to lots of stuff from there. So he's not going to do that. Even if you do that, it's not a problem for me. I can go for kimura or omoplata, even for arm bars, okay? But just to let you know, grabbing somebody's back when they're on your mount for a long time, it's such a wrong reaction, okay? You must not do that. You can do that instantly, but this is very bad, because they can't really put you in danger. They can't really put you in control. Like if he stays there, I can bring this knee here, and now he's in danger. I can grab my own ankle and bring it over and go for an omoplata or gogoplata, or even just keep him right here and go for shimura, stuff like that. Okay, so he's not gonna stay there for his life. Okay, so I'm gonna grab this, and his option, like his goal, is to always bridge and push me back down, and I want to always go up toward his chest. Okay, I don't want to be seated on his center of gravity. I want to be as much as up as possible, like right here. I want to be right on his chest. Okay, because if I'm on his chest, bridge, it's not effective. It's not doing anything. Okay, but if I'm on his hips, I'll bridge. Now he's gonna move me. Okay, so I'm gonna grab this, and I'm going to look for one of his elbows. Let's start with his left elbow right here. So I'm going to grab his elbow, I'm going to post my hand. Wherever I can post my hand, I'm going to post my hand. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring his hand as much as up as possible towards his own ear, okay? Now what people get confused with is they're going to always bring the hand over the head just by finger walking. This is not how you bring somebody's hand. If it's strong, stay strong. If it's strong, I'm not going to be able to do this. Look, this is just good to lock his shoulder. Like imagine that I have already brought out his shoulder right here. And now I'm going to use this, like fingers, to lock the position. Try to push me back. Go. You see? Now he can't push me back. But if it's a strong right here and I'm gonna finger rock, it's gonna be really hard, okay? So what I'm gonna do is he's gonna stay here, he's gonna stay. Now, imagine that he's resisting. He's not gonna let me finger rock. He's not gonna let me finger rock. What I'm gonna do is when I am finger walking at the same time, I'm bringing my ear or my chest towards his head to the other side. This is how I can move his shoulder, okay? The fingers are just good to keep the elbow fixed in place, okay? Block the movement. So I'm gonna post my hand, I start finger walking and he's resisting, resist for real, okay? Now what I'm gonna do, look, I'm gonna finger walk at the same time. No, don't let me, resist. I'm gonna say resist, okay? Resist like in competition. Now I'm gonna look, do this. And again, I'm gonna resist. I'm gonna do this. Resist. I'm gonna do this, look. I'm gonna bring my head. Every time, okay? Every time I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna come as little, I'm gonna like move a little bit, walk a little bit with my fingers. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna bring my body to that side, look. Okay? I'm gonna lock again, I'm gonna finger walk. Lock, finger walk, lock, finger walk, lock, finger walk. And now I'm in a position that I have brought his elbow over his head. Now this is good for me. This is a good position. I'm going to grab this. I can either grab this. And this is a good position now for me. Try to bring your elbow back. Go. It's hard. Go. You know, you can even push my head or face and stuff like that. Go. Push my face. If he does that, this is bad for him because I can change the game. I can either come a little bit upper and then I can go even for arm triangle. So he's not going to give me the arm triangle. I'm going to stay here, okay? I'm going to still controlling his head, and now from here I'm going to come up myself, okay? Now what I'm going to do is his hand is blocking me from coming up. The other hand is blocking me from coming up. He's not letting me. Don't let me come up. You see? I'm going to do the exact same thing I did with his left hand with his right hand now. I'm going to pose, okay? You can even try to breathe this way to sweep me. Go. You see? The more he tries to sweep me, the upper I will come, okay? So I'm going to put this here. I'm going to finger walk. As soon as he resists, he doesn't let me finger walk. You see I'm blocked. Now I'm going to do this. Try to resist. I'm going to finger walk and I'm going to walk. Don't let me. I'm going to finger walk, bring my head over his head. I'm going to bring my head over his head. Every time I see him block, every time he doesn't let me finger walk, don't let me finger walk. Every time I see that he's not letting me complete the movement, I'm going to bring my head and come back. Bring my head and come back. Bring my head and come back. He just poked me in the eye, no problem. So, I'm going to grab it, okay? I'm going to grab everything in place. And now, I'm going to try to even push it further, okay? Now what I like to do myself from here is to grab something. I definitely like to grab this grip when I'm up there. Some people don't do it. I do like to get it, okay? So when I'm here, I do like to get some kind of grip. I do like to get some kind of control. And I'm going to push, I'm going to pull everything to my chest. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to decide on which arm I'm going to execute the armbar. Now, for me, it is easier to demonstrate the armbar on this side because this hand is free. If I'm going to go with the other hand, if I'm going to demonstrate the armbar on this hand, it's harder to rip out the arm because the other hand is blocking it, you see? But this side is easier. So I'm going to grab it right here, both hands over his head, okay? I'm going to grab a grip, something like that. Guys, I'm speaking to him in French because he's French, okay? He's a Frenchie. So, I'm going to get it here, and I'm going to come up, okay? Now, when I'm going to come up, I'm going to come up with this knee first. I'm going to put this pillow behind his arm, okay? With the other hand, with the other leg, I'm going to sit on him, okay, right here. Now, if you look at his face, he's already red. Okay, and I'm not, for the sake of demonstration, I'm not putting any pressure on yet. Like my weight is on my hands now. If I don't want my hands to be on my waist, I can just put my weight on him, and it's gonna be bad. You can't do this now. Okay, so I'm gonna stay here. Okay, now from here, I want to rotate this foot a little bit, okay, like this. I'm gonna bring my knee to his ear, okay, and I'm gonna rotate this, okay. So first I'm gonna bring some up. First I'm gonna bring, then I'm gonna rotate, okay. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go under his his wrist, okay. I'm gonna put it here. Sometimes I can just finish it right here, okay. But competition, people are not gonna tap it. So I'm gonna post with this hand. I'm gonna start to bring this leg little by little over his head, right here. And now what I'm gonna do, I can easily sit on him and fall down. Now I have a tight armbar. I can only finish the armbar by rotating his thumb and forcing him to keep his thumb towards the sky, and then I'm going to reach and I'm going to pull his arm down. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so one more time. So let me demonstrate this from the side. Yes, come towards me a little bit. Yes. So one more time. The most important part is you need to understand the difference between finger walking and bringing your head and whole body over your training partner. Finger walking is very good, but it is only good to lock somebody's arm in place. Like, imagine that you have brought somebody's arm like right here, and now you can use your fingers to block his elbow from coming back down, okay? But it is no good, especially on the strong training partners, on heavier guys, to bring their arm over their head. You can't simply do that. So, I'm here. I'm going to grab the head first. Grab the head. Don't let him kill the space. Don't give him a space. Okay, now what I'm going to do, like the way I do it, is he's there. I'm going to come down. I'm going to post. I'm just going to grab the bony part, the peak end of the elbow right here, okay? And imagine that I'm down right here, like he's here. I'm going to grab, okay? I'm going to demonstrate the real one, okay? Don't let me. Now I'm good. I'm going to play with my hand, okay? I'm going to grab this. Now, I'm going to finger walk. He's not letting me. Don't let me. You see, I'm blocked. Bring it. Now I'm good. Now it's bad position for him. I'm going to grab this. Then I'm going to change the hands. I'm going to grab this up. I'm going to grab this. I'm going to change the hands. Okay? I have this. I don't give a shit what he's doing with the other hand. This hand, which matters, is already blocked. Try to bring it back down. Go. Bring it back down. He can't. Okay? Now the other hand, I'm going to do the exact same thing. I don't give a damn where his hand is. Put it where you want. Grab where you want. This is where you want? Okay, that's how I'm going to start. Okay? I'm going to start to demonstrate the real one. I'm going to grab again. I'm going to finger walk. He's on the left. I'm going to bring. I'm going to finger walk. I'm going to bring. Finger walk, bring. Okay? Now, both my hands, they can either push. Okay? Pay attention to your wrist. And I'm going to pinch your wrist. Okay? I'm going to grab. And I'm going to come up. Boom. As soon as I get this, I'm going to sit on him. Okay? Now, you see it's hard for him. His face is already red. And I'm not even putting pressure on. Then I'm here. I'm still going to grab his head. I'm going to come up. I'm going to bring my knee over his ear and turn it. Because I want this hand to be as far as possible from my hip line. Okay? So if his hand is here, it's not good. I want this hand to be here. Far from my hip line. So far from my hip line. So I'm going to, if I'm here and his hand is pushing me, the rest of the job depends on my knee. Don't let me come up. Look. Now I'm going to bring my knee over his ear and I'm going to turn it. Now I have done all the job. I'm going to post. So if he's going to rotate towards this direction to sweep me, try to sweep me that way, he can't. I'm already posting. I'm going to come right here. Okay? I can either grab this hand as well, or I can just stay with this hand. I would like to grab this as well. And then I'm going to put my pressure on his torso and come down. Okay? Now I have control of both his hands. I'm going to grab this so he can't protect his hand with the other hand. I'm going to grab this and I'm going to bridge. So, it's good. Thank you. So the movement is really important. Once you're in a mounted position, first things first, don't want to stay down. Don't want to stay close to his hips. Go towards his chest, okay, as much as up as possible, okay? So once you go through his chest, at the same time, try to finger walk. Try to finger walk. And if you see that your finger walk is blocked, try to just keep the position of his elbow using your fingers, and then to bring the elbow further and upward towards his ear or head. Bring your head, bring your whole body. Like imagine I'm bringing this like this. It is blocked now. He's powerful. He's strong. I'm going to grab him and I'm going to bring my body. I'm going to bring my body. I'm going to push him. I'm going to bring my body. The elbow comes up a little bit further and I'm going to finger walk. Maybe you need to find the finger walk for, I don't know, maybe for 3 minutes. I don't know. Maybe you need to stay 5 minutes to finish an armbar. Watch Gordon Ryan against Roberto Jimenez. Or watch Gordon Ryan against Tex Johnson. See how he finger walk, how he blocked his opponents from top pins. So controlling is really important. Don't be in a rush. Once you're in control, try to stay with the control. And once you have the control, try to slowly, easy, and step by step, getting more close to the submission, to the point that you can demonstrate, you can execute the submission without any danger, okay? So this is it. This is pretty much it. Thank you guys. Thank you, Buchecha, for the lesson. Thank you guys.